Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be brought out by their quarterback, who is now in season number 9 out of TCU, Andy Dalton.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Dalton. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Single. Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Hey, tighten down.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. He finds his target, John Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Here's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Throwing on second and long. Dalton, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
He wasn't ready. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Jameis now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they got themselves a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? Black 25. 25 the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On second down, it's Hines. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Jameis to throw it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hands up. Lead. 56 at the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hands up.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Hands up. Green 18. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hands up. Hands up.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw on third down, Dalton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on second down, Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Antoine Woods drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Know your job. Let him go. Let him go.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Winston from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. 25 to Mike. 2, 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
6-yard line.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action now, Dalton. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Dalton plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Andy Dalton. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Bills.
54. Mike, 54. Man, I got you. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Let's go,
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made him kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against a big-bodied guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Dalton off play action. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Andy Dalton now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Demario Davis got a hand in to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. That's complete to his receiver McLaurin. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Passing, it's Dalton. And this is incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Madison. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. To throw here, Dalton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Dalton. And that one's complete to Gurley. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the 1st half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Dalton, first and 10. And that's complete to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Play action here with Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They run. It's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Dalton. He finds his target, John Brown. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the toss, Madison. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Right there in the middle, 55.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
Dalton sets up play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
54.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
first down, Buffalo.
On the counter, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that part.
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's just me and you.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here we go, here we go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Draw play. This is Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Dolphins, first down.
So don't say nothing.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st down. Here's a run with Peterson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Across midfield at the 49-yard line. A 7-yard
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll lose lose yardage here, back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Hines. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. A screen complete to Crowell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Throwing, Dalton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
First down.
55, mark, guy, 55. Exit.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And that is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
That's where you belong.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. This will be Dalton again. That one caught by Ellison. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Dalton. And that's caught. It's Hogan. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Marr on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dalton here from the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Throwing again. Dalton. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, Mike.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And Latimer's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
We got him. We got him.
Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made by Delano Hill. On 2nd and 9. Dalton. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Miami, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.